Hey guys, I came across this old 90s Trek 930 mountain bike made of chromoly, and I decided to do something kind of crazy. I'm going to chop it up, and I'm going to take all the pieces. I'm going to attempt to build a trials frame. Make sure your safety glasses. I know some of you guys are probably looking at me cut apart this chromoly frame from the 90s and thinking that I'm committing some sort of sin or something like that. And, to you guys, I apologize. But this bike was just sitting in the corner and really not being used for anything. So it just seemed like a really good thing to do, for me anyways. All right, so these are the tubes I got. I want to kind of draw up what I'm going to go for as far as geometry goes. Okay, so as far as all that goes, I consulted ChatGTP to kind of help me out with some of the geometry. And I specifically asked it to kind of help me with something that's kind of beginner friendly, something that I could learn on. So it suggested a 2-inch plus bottom bracket height over top of the axles and a 71-degree head tube angle. Other than that, just kind of trying to keep everything low. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got my layout here, and one of the really cool things I've ran into, these lugs are mild steel, so I can weld to these. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this, and I set this up. So being that the lugs are mild steel, and I really didn't know that initially whenever I was cutting this frame apart, if I had to do it over again, now knowing that, I would have been a little bit more careful in the way that I cut it apart. I would have tried to aim towards the center of the lug and try to keep as much meat on both sides as possible for re-welding. I found that to be actually really cool. I thought I was going to have to do a lot of brazing, and you'll notice as I'm welding this up, I'm taking the frame pieces and I'm laying them on the flat surface here in the garage. And if you plan to do something like this, which I doubt most anybody would would ever try to do this, but if you ever did, you definitely want to try to find a flat spot to do this if you don't have a frame jig. I don't have a frame jig, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So and then I'm using these pieces of plate steel because these tubes are all different diameters. So some of these plate steel is a little thicker than other pieces. Um, I've got a piece of 11 gauge, the larger rectangle, and then the oddly cut piece is a piece of 7 gauge. So there's about roughly a 16th of an inch difference between those two gauges. So which is honestly exactly what I needed because this top tube is 1 1/8, and the bottom tube is 1 1/4, and radial, that's 1/16 difference. So it worked out really well. So you'll notice also that I've got the rear wheel inside the triangle. Now that's intentional. This is kind of a little trick that I learned on my first frame build. And what I do is I look down the frame with the wheel in, and this is how I get everything lined up properly. I look down at basically like I were looking down a rifle and try to make sure that that wheel is perfectly in line with the top tube bar along with the down tube bar. And you can see that it's really straight. So right here, I'm grinding out the webbing near the dropouts on both sides. And I'm doing that so that I can collapse this top chainstay down to try to give it that sharper angle. And I slowed the video down here because honestly, this is kind of satisfying. All right, so I went ahead and did some sanding, got a little bit of primer on, and I got a Cricut vinyl. I'm about to spray over this, and so the lettering will be white. I'm going to peel all that off after the paint job. So this is it. I painted the back half red, and then I did some tape work here in the front after I had done the logo, and then I painted the front half black. And I'm actually about to start peeling this off. It's still a little bit tacky, but so that's that one. Let me see if I can find the edge of the tape. Well, we'll just slide it down. You can see that sticks really good too to this brand new paint, so I'm a little worried about it pulling it off, but tape end. There it is. All right. So this is it. I still got to put the brake lines on. They're missing, but I see the old Trek emblem there. Got the black up front, fading into the red. Got Trek there with some of that ocean mist shadowing. Comes back to the red here. Got it as a single speed. Like I said, I do still have to get the brakes hooked up, but here's Trickster with the city skyline. Really cool, I think. The red looked pretty good with it, I think. When the light hits them just right, you can tell they're a slightly off red, kind of a pinkish almost. I did ride this without the brakes on it. Don't recommend doing that, but I'm gonna tell you, it is weird riding a bike without a seat. And I tried to pop a wheelie on it, and I just don't have those skills. But yeah, this is it. Minus the brakes, it's a done deal. Oh, thanks for following me along in this build, and if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching.